Hello guys, it's Rizo here. Welcome to the first episode of my new Fifa series, Shackling Your Opponent. This series will focus on improving your defensive capabilities to ensure you keep as many clean sheets and low scorelines as possible, making plays very difficult for your opponent and eventually being able to pin your opponent back in his own half. It will hopefully also help you start getting the scorelines you'll see on the screen in a second, if you don't already. Episode 1 will focus on closing down the space and cutting out passes. Let's get started. The opposing player has just got possession of the ball. Let's have a look at the options available to him. He has 3 players he could potentially pass to. Here, here, and here. He could also run forwards into the space in front of him, but it's unlikely that he will do so as he doesn't have much space to do so. The player to his left has an opponent in very close proximity to him, so it's unlikely that he will choose this pass. As for the player in the centre circle, it's unlikely that the player will choose to play a long looping ball over the top to him when there's a much clearer and more straightforward pass right in front of him. Which brings us to this guy. By far the most sensible and logical pass, and therefore we can assume that this is the one he'll try to play. Now that we've figured out who's going to pass the ball to, we have to stop it. Choose the player most likely to intercept the pass, preferably one that isn't already marking somebody else. In this scenario it would be Michel Bastos. Press LB, or your console's equivalent, on your controller until this player is selected and make a run downwards into this area. The idea is to position yourself about halfway between the player with the ball and the pass target. This way not only will you have a good chance of intercepting the pass, but if the player decides to run with the ball a little longer, you'll also be in a good position to make a tackle. Let's resume the video and see what happened. As you can see, I intercepted the pass and instantly launched a counter attack. Note that in this scenario I will usually just position my player to intercept the pass and then just run with it. Let's look at a through ball example. In this scenario, Steven Gerrard has the ball. He has 2 pass targets in front of him, here and here. This is where player knowledge can come in useful. The player at the top of the screen is Gabi Agbonlahor, the speed demon. The player at the bottom is Andy Carroll, who is, let's just say, not so much so. Also, it's worth noting that Agbonlahor is both further forward on the pitch and has 1 less defender marking him, making him by far the most logical choice for a through ball. So let's choose the player most capable of dealing with it. Here I don't have any player that would be able to get in between the player on the ball and the pass target in time, so instead I'll choose David Luiz and follow the runner to make life very difficult for him. As you can see in the video, the pass was a little under hit, so I could actually track back and easily cut it out. The clip also shows how effective a counter-attack can be after intercepting a pass, which is very useful, especially as from the scoreline you can tell I wasn't having the best of games. Had the pass been hit harder, I would have carried on running with the player. Be sure to run in front of fast players. Running side by side with a speed monster that can beat the offside trap and leave you for dust is suicide. So remember, follow the pass, don't get drawn in. If you chase the players on the ball, you'll leave gaping holes in your defence and you'll get thrashed by anybody competent at attacking. Try to cut out the most obvious pass while cutting down the player on the ball's space at the same time. Again, you'll notice my defenders are slightly in front of their faster opponents to take the pace advantage away. And once again, the ball is intercepted and a counter-attack can begin. With practice, you'll begin to realise that one of your players can mark 2 opponents at a time. In this example, I'm staying in a position to mark the run and the pass, and as soon as I see the pass target move away, I make my move and win back possession. It's all about practice. Thank you for watching episode 1 in my Shackling Your Opponent series. I hope these tips will help you to become a better player. Feel free to check out my channel and send me a message if you have any questions and I'll do my best to help you. Stay tuned for episode 2 on pressing and tackling. I'm Rizo. Enjoy a goal I scored by complete accident. Have a great day.